I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Whoever made that complex list, I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beat me, bruh.
Katt's been shouting about the industry's dark side for years, but this time he's putting NLE Choppa right in the spotlight. That there's a hidden price behind that spiritual awakened image he's selling. And if what Katt's implying is real, that clean, positive act might just be a mask covering something way darker.
I wanted to not necessarily apologize, but I wanted to explain like where my head at and where it's been for like the last week. So first of all, when I did the artwork, I knew like there would be some upset people or whatnot, simply because, you know, religion is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a to you people, to the Christians, like, you know, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus.
Once Katt dropped those hints, the whole humiliation ritual talk exploded online. People started connecting dots, saying it always follows the same playbook. A new star blows up, does something wild or embarrassing, and then the internet screams, "See? They made him do it." Even mainstream outlets couldn't ignore how that phrase turned into the go-to explanation for every shocking celebrity move. The energy around it is wild, half paranoia, half uncomfortable truth.
Most people's #1 fear is public humiliation, okay? I don't give a anymore. I'm not afraid of it because I've had plenty.
These days, fame don't reward real talent anymore. It rewards chaos. You can't just be good. You gotta be outrageous, controversial, or flat out disturbing to stay in the feed. It's not about skill, it's about spectacle. Look at Lil Nas X. When he dropped Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and followed it with that J. Christ stunt and the Satan-themed shoe collab with MSCHF, the internet exploded. People went crazy. Some called it art. Others called it evil. Lil Nas brushed it off like he was just trolling, just marketing genius.
I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors.
But fans weren't convinced. The timing, the symbols, the dark visuals, everything felt way too deliberate. Then came that 2023 Grammys moment. Sam Smith and Kim Petras hitting the stage in blazing red latex, surrounded by fire and cages. Their unholy performance had people online literally rebuking their TVs like it was Sunday service gone wrong. Viewers said it looked less like music and more like a ritual live on national TV. Even fans who usually don't care about conspiracies were saying, "Yo, this feels off." The imagery, the costumes, the flames, it was theatrical, but in a way that gave folks chills.
But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
And now the latest name thrown into the storm, S.J. Boozy. Fresh fame, fresh Met Gala debut, and instantly the internet crowned him the new recruit. He showed up dripped out in that pearl-covered, gender-bending look. And the next day, social media went crazy. People were dissecting every photo like it was courtroom evidence. One person wrote, "Hollywood turned him out." Another said, "WTF, bro went from masculine to feminine in less than a year." The streets were talking heavy, saying the look was no accident, that this was his initiation moment, his turn to play along.
Whoever made that complex list, I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beat me, bruh.
That's the story floating around. Every rising star's gotta prove themselves with something wild, offbeat, or flat out zesty to show they're loyal to the machine.
And I felt like that day, I kind of released a small bit of it. And I think in the process of me releasing that, that was the first time in a long time you kind of seen that glimpse of me. But when I recorded the first video that I made of me passing my humiliation ritual, I say that to say I was extremely angry. I was not calm.
But here's the question that keeps echoing. Why humiliation rituals out of all things? Why that? Mel Gibson once claimed it's because humiliation is Hollywood's ultimate weapon. It's psychological warfare. Once they make you break your pride in front of millions, they own you. After that, you'll do anything to keep that fame shining. Just when people thought the whole ritual talk was cooling off, NLE Choppa himself threw gasoline on the fire. Out of nowhere, he dropped a video on his own YouTube channel titled, "I did a humiliation ritual and I passed." Yeah, he said it just like that. No sugarcoating, no mystery. He was owning it like he'd just aced some secret exam. The man literally said he passed with flying colors, smiling like it was a trophy moment, not some creepy industry rumor. Fans couldn't believe it. Choppa wasn't even trying to downplay it. He went on explaining how he did his so-called ritual while walking with God, said he was meditating, praying, and staying connected to faith through the process. That's when the comment sections exploded. People were like, wait, what? How are you doing something meant to humiliate or degrade you and calling it holy at the same time? The contradiction was wild.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did.
Then things got even weirder. Choppa doubled down in another clip, bragging that he aced the industry, saying he's the best, like he'd unlocked some new level of stardom. But when the backlash hit hard, he tried to clean it up. Said he wasn't himself when he said that. Too late though. The internet never forgets.
Be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room.
From there, the pattern started looking too familiar. Get famous, pull a wild or embarrassing stunt, then spin it like personal growth. It's the same formula Katt Williams warned about. Step into the spotlight, play your role in the ritual, and pretend nothing ever happened. People used to laugh it off, thinking Katt was just being dramatic or paranoid. But nah, he was dropping the real blueprint during that interview with Shannon Sharpe. He straight up said Hollywood tried to buy his silence with 4 separate $50 million offers. All he had to do was play the game, keep quiet, and show up to those secret parties everyone whispers about. Katt said no without hesitation, said he'd rather stay broke forever than bend over just to collect awards or fame. That's why Katt stands out. He's not scared to call it what it is. A twisted circus dressed up as show business.
I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mama ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize.
They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
He's been warning folks about that darkness since way before half these new rappers even had studio time. While others laughed, calling him crazy, Katt was out here revealing how deep the rabbit hole goes. And now, years later, everything he said is lining up in plain sight. The rituals, the humiliations, the offers you can't refuse. What's wild is how people ignored him back then just because they couldn't handle the truth. They didn't want to believe the industry was that grimy. But look around now. It's become predictable. You want to blow up? There's always a cost. You trade your peace, your morals, or even a piece of your soul. That's the unspoken contract. Every big name got rumors around them. Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Doja Cat, their names stay floating in those same dark conversations. People swear they had to go through some secret initiation to climb that next level of fame. And every time someone dares to call it out, the industry throws the same label: crazy, unstable, off their meds. It's the oldest trick in the book. Just look at Kanye. He's been yelling about sacrifices, control, and hidden agendas for years.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, oh, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too.
He said it plain, that his own mother was part of the price for his rise. Whether people believe it or not, that confession shook the world. And what happened after? The industry flipped on him instantly, stripped his deals, canceled his endorsements, cut off his partnerships, and painted him as mentally gone. Some even claim they tried to silence him completely, allegedly pumping him full of lithium to keep him quiet. And that right there is why most stars stay quiet. They've seen what happens when you open your mouth. 1 week you're a legend, the next you're a liability. But no matter how hard the system tries to bury it, the pattern keeps showing up. Every time an artist hits that peak of fame, something strange follows. A public breakdown, a weird fashion stunt, or a ritual-style performance that flips their image overnight. Now sure, some people say it's just art. They call it couture, camp, or performance symbolism. They say it's all creativity, not conspiracy. And yeah, maybe some of it is. But let's be real. After a lot of these so-called art moments, the energy around those artists changes completely. The way they move, talk, dress, it's like their whole aura got rewritten. Suddenly, everything's gender-bending, spiritually twisted, or flat-out blasphemous. It don't match the person who first stepped into the game. That's exactly why the streets are watching close right now. When a rapper who came up off street anthems suddenly pops out dressed like a goth priest in latex, people can't help but wonder, what's really going on behind those closed doors? Katt Williams been warning us for years. The fame game got rules, and none of them come free. You either play the clown, follow orders, or vanish like you never existed. So when NLE Choppa proudly said he passed his ritual, it didn't sound like a joke anymore. It felt like confirmation. Another reminder that this game goes way deeper than people want to believe. And trust, the internet's been loud about it. One user wrote, "The humiliation ritual was him dressing feminine and making us think he switched sides. Then suddenly, he's embracing the LGBT image." Another comment hit even harder. He's basically saying he sold his soul. That's why his career bounced back so fast. That's the transition. But the one that really shook folks read, "You can't run with the devil and walk with God at the same time." That one stuck, because it echoed everything Katt's been screaming, that Hollywood don't just hand out fame, it tests who's willing to lose themselves to keep it. So what y'all think? Did NLE Choppa really pass some twisted tests to level up? Or is he just caught in the crossfire of a sick industry game? And was Katt Williams right the whole time, that they break you down to own you completely? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This one cuts deep. And if you're here for raw truths, real drama, and the kind of stories they don't want you to hear, hit that like, smash subscribe, share this around, and I'll catch you in the next one.